So today we are talking about security. A very vast topic, and we'll cover it. Today we will cover security, and the next session will cover the sharing. How that is important, we'll come to that. But today let's discuss what do we mean by security. Security can be that you restrict some information, some data uh, from one use from users who are already logging into the application. So it is a authorization which you have to implement so that a group of users can access data which he or she is authorized to see. Nobody else can see. Yeah. So because security is very vital, because there's the same account, the same Salesforce instance, right? And multiple kinds of people will be using that same instance. And there is a full-blown complete data that is possible in that application. And not every data is for every people, right? So you don't need should not give permissions to people who are not working in that area to see the data. Maybe sometimes they only see the data, they do not edit the data. So readability and editability of a data is basically something which you control via security. So security is basically implemented in 3 levels in Salesforce. I will draw 3 circles. Pardon my drawing skills. Okay. The outside circle is called OLS, that is object level security. The second level is called field level security. And the third circle is called record level security. Why these 3 concentric circles? Because if you do not get past from this layer, you will not, this access will not be applicable for you. And if you're not passing this access is not applicable for you. So how will it define? Let's see that. So object level security means you have standard objects in Salesforce and custom objects in Salesforce. That means the tables, right? Whether you can see that table itself or not, that is object level security. Whether you can edit data inside that table or not, right? That is called object level security. So table level access, what kind of different operation can I do on a table? Can somebody tell me?
Read, write, edit, delete.
Correct.
CRUD operation.
CRUD operation, right? So on a table, I can perform a create of record, reading of any records, update of records, and delete of records. OLS only means, can I do all these things for the records I own? Okay, OLS is for owners only. That means, can I create a new record? Which I own it? Can I read the records which I own? Can I update the records which I own? Can I delete the records which I own? What is a own? We'll discuss that in details. So the record owner's permission, that is OLS. Is it clear? It is not the permission for everybody. It is the permission of the record owners for the owned record only. How does we give this permission? We give the permission using profiles or permission sets. These are the 2 ways of granting OLS, object level security. Yeah. So I can give only create access. I can give read access only. I can give update access. I can give delete access. If you give delete access, update and read will always be there. If you give update access, read access will be always there. If you have a create access, read access will always be there. That means read is the basic operation. So read is the basic access. You have to give read access, otherwise you cannot give the other accesses. Is it clear? Good. So when you are now accessing in the whole table, what is the next level security? Next level security is, can I access a column or not? And what kind of access I have on that column? Right? Think about a table. OLS is the complete access on this table. FLS is whether I have access on this column, whether can I see the data inside this column, whether I can edit the data inside this column. So OLS can be of only two types. Can I read? Can I edit? Isn't it? Every field. So field level security will also be provided in Salesforce using profile and permission set. Okay. So OLS and FLS are done using profile and permission set. What is record level security? Record level security means what can I do with the records that it is not owned by me? Here, what will I do with the records owned by me is specified in OLS. What can I do with the record not owned by me is provided in RLS. Record level security. Record level security is given only using one thing, that is called OWD, org wide defaults. You will have org wide defaults for every object. Be it a standard object, be it a custom object. Org wide defaults can be of three types, mainly four types. Org wide default can be private, public read only, public read write, and control by parent. What is private? Private means only the record owner can see their records. Nobody else can see that record. Clear? Ekdam blocked. Very deep level security. That means only the record owners can do the operations which is specified in OLS. Record owners ke alawa, that record is not accessible to anybody else. Who, even if the OWD is set to private, some people can access non-owners record. How? We'll discuss that later. Read only means they can see the record of other people. Non-owners can see records, but they cannot edit record. Read write means non-owner can see and edit records depending on, I will say there is a dependency. Both in RO and RW, there is a dependency. Non-owner can see the records here. Non-owner can see and edit the records here, provided there is an additional catch, provided he has OLS permission for his records. Whatever his OLS permissions are there, the same OLS permission will apply. Okay, so we'll have a table to explain that. And what is the control by parent? Control by parent means this is only applicable for some special objects like contact. Like there are some other objects are there. We'll see that. Control by parents means if we are talking about contact, then the parent is basically account. So whatever I have set out of these three values, whatever I have set in my parent, that will apply for my child. That means contact will inherit whatever is there in the parent level. Okay. There is only applicable for few objects. We'll see this in detail. I am summing it up once again. So profiles and permission sets are responsible for OLS and FLS. OWD is responsible for RLS. One of the very important questions which I ask candidates when I do an interview is, how do I implement record level security? And the answer people give me is through roles, which is a wrong answer. OWD is the way to implement record level security. Roles we will come discuss in next session. Roles create possibilities of bypassing OWD. Okay. Now let's discuss what did we mean by OLS and RLS settings side by side, and we'll discuss about owners and non-owners. Let's talk about the basic operation, that is R. In a table, I have given R permission. Sorry, I'll put it above. In the table, I have put a R permission. And in RLS, it is private. A owner can create or not? Can a owner create any records in the table?
Yes.
How? I have only read permission. I have not given any create permission. How will he be able to create? On his profile, I have given only read permission. Are you getting the point?
Mm-hmm.
If I have only read permission, I cannot create, I cannot update, I cannot delete. I can only read. Can a non-owner create? Of course not. I'm talking about the same profile. Okay. Can a non-owner update? Of course not. Can a non-owner delete? Of course not. Can the non-owner see the record?
Yes.
RLS is set to private.
No.
That means not possible. Are you getting the point now? Any questions before we move into more complicated situations? Now let's give more permission. I have given create read. What happens now? Can I create?
Yes.
I can read.
Yes.
I cannot update. I cannot delete. Non-owners can create. Non-owners can. It makes no sense. Non-owners cannot create basically because they are basically not. They can create their own records. Non-owners cannot create records for other people. Update, delete. Can non-owners see? OWD is set to private.
No.
No.
Non-owners cannot see records. Simple. Now I give update permission here. What changes? Only this changes. Right? I give delete permission. What changes?
We can delete.
Only this. Clear? So now owner can do all the operations. Non-owner cannot do any operations because non-owner cannot see that record itself. Clear? Now let's see some other situations. Again, we'll start from scratch. It's very important for you to understand this all, otherwise it will not be easy. I have now setting this to read only. I am giving R only. What will happen? These are not there, right? What happens in the non-owner?
If it is
They
still
can see
private,
the record.
They cannot. They can see the record. Update and delete will not be there. Clear?
yeah.
If I create, then non-owner can create. Sorry, owner can create these records. If I get update, now this is interesting. What will happen? Update definitely. What will happen here in the non-owner part? What do you think? OWD
They
is set
cannot
to
We
read
update.
cannot
only.
update.
It will not be able to. Why? Because OWD is set to read only.
Read on.
Non-owner cannot update, read, write. That is clear. So even if the profile has CRU, still they are not able to do anything. And since this is read only, the same situation happens if I even give the delete permission. The last combination. Read, write. Read. What happens? Cannot create, cannot create, cannot update, can read. What happens in U? What happens in D?
Cannot update, cannot delete.
Cannot update, cannot do it. Why? Because on the profile level, OLS, they do not have the permissions. So non-owners, even if in OWD it is set to read write, profile will overrule. Because you remember the three circles? The outside circle is blocked. If the outside circle is blocked, in an inner circle, even if you have permission, it is of no use. C8. Any changes? No changes, right? What happens now? Oh, sorry. In C, it will be this change. What happens now? Now the owners can do CRU.
Update.
What will happen here? Any changes here?
Yeah, can update.
Yes.
Non-owner can update
Now
because
the non-owner can
permission,
update. Absolutely. What
read,
happens
write
on delete?
permission.
Now what happens to this one? Can a non-owner delete?
I think no.
In some objects they will be able to do it. In some objects they won't be able to do it. Okay, this is conditional. Based on that object type. Is it clear now, guys? These combinations, profile and rule lot. Even if the OWD is set to read write, it does not mean that a non-owner will be able to update if the profile is blocked. Even if the profile has update permission and OWD is set to read only, then non-owner cannot update. Clear? So these combinations are very important to realize. So in security, between OWD and profile permission sets, the lowest access, lowest level of the most restrictive accesses will always apply. That means profile per permission set and OWD in these two, the lowest permission, most restrictive access wins. Clear? In profile and permission set, I have given update. Update is not there here, then wins. If update is here, but in profile and permission set is not there, then OWD wins. Yeah. So lowest permission will apply. But between profile and permission sets, it is always added together. Between profile and permission set, all accesses of profiles and all accesses of permission set get added together, and that is applicable to users. Yeah. Okay. Now we'll see this all. It is security in live action, and where do we put this security? For that, some contracts is very important for you to understand. One is public group. And another thing, no, public group I will discuss in the next session. There's no need for that. So one thing you have to realize that there is a user, and user will have a profile, which is mandatory field. So you have to set a profile for every user. That means with profiles, users default permissions already come in. You can go ahead and update your profile, change that profile, but there can be only one profile per user. If you want to add more permission set, either you can modify this profile or you can add different permission sets, permission set 1, permission set 2, and you can create different permission sets and you can add this to the user. So profile plus all the permission set put together will be the access for that user. Clear? So let's see this all in our application. So in this default playground, apart from your user, when you are using, this is a development edition of Salesforce, which is free. So if you go to setup, you will see in the user, your users is already created by Salesforce automatically. It's already there. Yeah, you can see this user, system administrator user. There are some other users also created by default. And you can create another user here. So go ahead and create your user. In the user license, you have to select Salesforce. In the profile, you can select system administrator, standard user. You can change your profiles here. Role it's shown is mandatory, but role is not mandatory. We will discuss why the role is important in the next session. But right now, you can create a new user. You can put your own email ID, no problem at all. But you cannot use the same username which you already are logged in with. So if you generate that, it will send a mail to you, and you can log in to login.salesforce.com using that user ID and password. Clear? So please feel free and create a user, because there are only maximum 2 users that can be created. Your user is already there, so you can create one more. Okay. Now we can talk about profiles. So if you see Salesforce out of box comes with many standard. If you hit on this one, these are the standard profiles. Standard profiles cannot be it cannot be modified, right? So barring system administrator, some fields of standard profiles. So if you want to modify features, you need to clone this and then you can change. And if you want clone this, it will become a custom profile. Most of the time, what happens is that organizations clone these standard profiles and then make modifications to it. If it becomes very complicated, in that case, they have standard profiles and then they add more permissions using permission sets. So you can create your own profile, just like I have system administrator. I can clone this and I can say system administrator custom. So it will copy whole system administrator put together and then it will create a new profile for me. Okay. Here, there are many permissions possible. So first you can search for object level permissions. This is, you see, standard object permissions. So these are the permissions we were talking about. And this is custom object. I have created one custom object. So these are the permissions. So let's see what these permissions are. So a system admin has everything. So let's talk about account. If I take away permission, you see the read is a basic access, right? Then if I do not have any permission, I click only create, then you see read and create both comes in. If I take out create, it does not affect read. But if I take read, then create is also gone. So read is a dependency on create and edit. You see, same. Edit may be taken off, but if I do and take it away, edit will be gone. Same with delete. Delete has two dependency, edit and read. You cannot give it, you can take out delete permission, but if you take out read permission, delete is gone. If you take out read permission, everything is gone. Clear? So these basic access are applicable for owners. There is a view all and modify all permission also. If you tick this view all, then it will bypass OWD. That means if the OWD is set to private, still a non-owner can see records. This profile can see non-owner's records. If I do a modify all, then this person can bypass OWD and even modify it. Non-owner's records. Okay. So this view all and modify all is a bypass on OWD. So it will be only applicable for users which is having this profile, because I have given a view all and modify all permission. A view all is standalone, but modify all has a dependency on view all. Okay, so modify all permission you cannot give without a view all. Simple, basic, similar to that read permission and other permissions. So please remember, if you tick this, usually this is system administrator profile only has this. Normally it is not given to any other person. Okay, system administrator will always have view all, modify all. That is why a system administrator can go and bypass OWD, because they have view all and modify all permissions. Is it clear now? And that is needed, right? If there is a OWD and then a person is facing some problem, if there is nobody to go and check, then that would be a huge problem, right? So that is why this view all modify permission is there to bypass OWD. So system administrator usually are given view all modify all so that they can bypass OWD, so that they can give support. Okay, but general profiles will not have view all and modify all. Clear? So basic permissions are it. Now, if you go to level up, in this profile itself, you will see field level security also. So if you see account object, all your fields will have different sets of permissions. Can you read that field? Can you edit that? When I say read that field, edit that field, I mean the data inside that field. I am not talking about that column attribute. Okay. So system administrator is the only person who can create columns or fields, and they can delete it also by default. Yeah. No other person has access to setup. This is not related to that. This is data inside an object. So whatever data is there in this field, can I see that? Can I edit that? Okay. So based on that, you can change. So if I make a field invisible from this or read access, if I take this out, this will affect the page layouts also. Even if that field is available in the page layout, still it will not be shown to me. Okay. So you can make a field invisible on user for a specific user using two different things. One, you can remove that from the page layout. Secondly, you can remove it from here. If you remove it from here, then that field will not be accessible to him. It will be like that field does not even exist for that user. So even using Workbench, they will not be able to query that field. That field will not exist for this kind of users. But if you take it out from page layout only, if they use Workbench, they can still see the value. Clear? So taking out from page layout is not secure. Taking out from this field permission is actual security. Similarly, if you make edit access in page layout also, you can make a field read only. But but if you make you can disable edit access here, even if in the profile all other fields you will be able to edit, one field will be read only for you. That field value you cannot modify. When you hit the edit button, the layout will show all fields in edit mode except this field. Okay, so it is very vital that in the field level itself we can control. Either we don't show it. If I take this out, of course edit permission goes with it. But if edit permission is given, then view permission is at least minimum, bare minimum. So this is field level security. Now we'll talk about record level security. Record level security is in sharing settings. If you see, all objects are listed here, and this default internal access is what we are talking today. Ignore external access and other things. So if you go and edit this, you can see the account object. Where is that? Yeah, account and contract. So here you see three basic permissions are there: private, public read only, and public read write. If you go to a child object of account like a contact, here there are four kinds of access: private, public read only, and public read write. If I set up as control by parent, that means if the account is public read write, then contact is also public read write. If account is changed to read only, then contact also becomes public read only. If account changes to private, then contact is also private. Clear?
Yeah, Animesh, there's one question like default internal access and default external access.
Yeah.
So like it is based on owner and non-owner you're talking about, or
No.
okay.
Default internal access is applicable for non-owners. External access is different. Forget this. This is for communities. We are only concerned about default internal access. Default internal access is applicable for non-owners. So can a non-owner see others record? No. Can a non-owner see others record? Yes. Can a non-owner now edit? No. If I change again, can a non-owner see others record? Yes. Can a non-owner edit others record? Yes. Clear? But provided his profile allows that, then only he can do that. So if I have private, that means even my profile allows me read access, I still cannot see others records. If it is set to read only, then my profile, if my profile allows read access, then I can see others record also. If my profile allows editing, still I will not be allowed to edit others records. I can only see. If I change to read write, that means if my profile allows, I can see others record. If my profile allows, I can edit others record. Clear? Clear, guys? Default internet access. Default external access is for communities. We will not discuss this today. That is a different thing, different breed. That is for external users. Here we are talking about owner and non-owner. Both are internal users. Clear? How do we?
Yes.
Now what happens is that, so if there is a requirement that two people should not see each other's record, if you get a requirement like this, two different kinds of users, like, or there is a most restrictive access that is given to you, that these two departments should not see each other's record. There's no other way to restrict viewership of records except OWD. So straight away you have to go to OWD and make it private.
Animesh,
Yeah.
if there are some group of people, like some employees are there, and they have been given the same profile, they are having same profile, but they do not, means the permission should not be there to see each other's record.
Yeah.
Then how?
If the profile is same and OWD is set to private, in that case they cannot see each other's records. Who is the owner? That is a good question, right? Let's see who is the owner of a record. Usually it is the creator of the record, but that can be different also. If you go to any record in Salesforce, you will see a owner. This is a standard field of Salesforce. So this is the man who can edit or who has full permissions on this record. This can be changed also. You can go ahead and transfer this to some other people. Usually the person who is creating is also the owner. Automatically Salesforce will make him the owner, but a creator can change that at a later date to a different owner. If the creator changes to a different owner, then creator will lose access on that record. Okay, then the owner will get access. So before transferring, you have to be very sure that the creator who has created that record, who is the original owner, should not have access, if that is the case. Okay. So this is the man. Every record in Salesforce, be it in any object you go, you will see a owner, contact owner. You go to opportunity will have owner. There can be objects where there is no owner at all. Which kind of objects? Can you remember? I have shown this.
Object-based master detail relationship.
Absolutely. If you create any object on that, and it's called master detail is in custom object, right? So if you create a custom object, if you create a master detail field on that custom object, the owner field vanishes. So if there is owner field vanishes, then what is the impact on OWD? OWD becomes automatically controlled by parent. Clear? So that's why it will not even show up in this sharing settings, because it is automatically controlled by parent. If there is a master detail child, then it is completely controlled by parent. That is why the owner field is not needed. The owner field of the parent record is basically applicable. The setting on that parent object is applicable for the child object also. Clear? For any master detail child, the access is controlled by parent by default, automatic. You cannot change that. If you want to control the child objects, OWD to be separate, in that case, you have to make it a lookup relationship. Otherwise, that will not show up here to change. But so OWD has to be set to private. In recent release of Salesforce, there is something called a data restriction that has also come in. So that has made life a little complicated. We'll not discuss that today. That is advanced topics. But restriction will be done using OWD. That is the thumb rule. And second is that, so if there is any requirement like two sets of users cannot see each other's record, then of course the OWD is set to private. Now, what if you have to do exceptions? Maybe HR needs to override that. I can go ahead and put view all permission, modify all permission in the permission set to bypass OWD. That we already know, but that is global, right? Then that happens for all objects, all records of that object. What if for a selected set of records only, I want to give access to some people? How do I do that?
Permission
OWD is
set.
set to private, but I need to give a small set of records access to non-owners. How can I do that? There are different mechanisms to do that in Salesforce, and that would be the topic for next discussion. Okay, play around, and we will discuss sharing.
Yeah.
Topic.
Animesh, one more thing, like there is one more option, view all data, modify all data.
Yeah.
Like in this modify all data, like you can have access to all the objects and all the records that are there in the Salesforce.
All the records of that object.
Basically, I think there is two options. The one that you have shown me, that is on the basis of the objects that we take over there, right?
No,
the checkbox.
So you are talking about a system administrator access for all data access. That we are talking about.
Yeah, all data access.
That is a different thing. Modify all data. This permission you are talking about.
Yeah, modify all data. Yeah.
It is a system administrator permission. This will never be there for any other person.
So like there is one more, I think view all data also. Can you just search that for also view all data? So like view all data can be granted to other people, like except system admin.
Yeah, of course.
And like one more question, like suppose like there are some objects in which we don't have access to that object. Okay. And like if we check this box as view all data,
does not matter.
So
does not matter.
So will that override?
No, it will not override. If
no,
view
like,
all data, if you are not giving this basic access, then even if you have view all, modify all, it doesn't matter.
Okay. Okay, if he's not having the access to the object,
yes.
So like if we do view all data over there at the bottom down there, and like we will not be able to access
view all access. If you are giving view all access, then of course you will have basic access also. You cannot give view all access to person who does not have basic access. This is additional access. Okay.
No, I'm talking about view all data, like the one where you shown me, like modify all data. There is one option of view all data. Can you just see that?
Yes, one. Yeah, that is fine. That is if you want to.
View all data.
This you cannot modify. This is the standard profile. If you go to the, did I create a custom?
Yeah, essay admin, like with the name of essay admin, I think.
Admin, right? What is that? Yeah, essay custom.
Custom, sorry.
Yeah, let's see if we can modify this one. So if we, I think, yeah, modify this, I can take it out for this profile.
And can you just do Control F and like view all? Can you do that? Like view all. There is one more thing, I think, view all.
Yeah, view all is also there. Yeah, view all data. It will see that all standard customer just view all set of reports, dashboards, everything. So you are
so like that. Yeah, that is what I'm saying. Like if we click on this view all data over here, then like for the objects for which we are not having access, are we able to view those objects or not?
This become this become a say what is
this will override, right?
Override everything.
Whatever. Yeah.
This is a system administrator access. This will never be
Okay.
there. So
Okay,
if-
okay.
Yeah. So if I will give you an example. So you saw that account, I put a view all. I took all permissions from my account. You saw this? Now it is already, when I put a view all, this checkbox is automatically ticked,
Yeah, yeah, got it.
right?
So like it will automatically put that.
Yeah, this basic access and data administration will automatically be controlled using that checkbox. So if you tick view all, then automatically you will see this read access and view all tick box automatically comes. If you change this modify all now, so it's not that you can take out some. So if I now take, so now I give modify all permission, right? And I save it. Now if you go down and you check, see account I have now, it has automatically become all ticked. I'm not going individual on the object. You're seeing this?
Okay, yeah.
So whenever you select that tick box, in that case, if you go down now, yeah. So here now individual you can take away access and
So
save.
like if we, yeah, and let's go back to that modify and view all. I want to see like whether that is checkbox checked or not.
Yes, now it is going. So individually you can go again uncheck it, but if you have view all and modify checked, or you are checking for the first time, it will automatically check all the objects and all the standard custom and standard objects. Clear?
Okay, so can you go again on to modify all data? Like I want to see like whether that is unchecked now or that is checked in the system.
Modify all, that it is unchecked because I have
Yeah,
taken out
okay,
permission.
yeah, got it.
Even the view all will be the unchecked. I will show you that. So it is dependency, okay? It's a like a quick way, just like select all is there, na?
Yeah.
It works
Got
similar
it.
to that. You see, view all is also taken out because from one object I have removed that permission. So it is not
Mhm.
no longer a view all and modify all permission, isn't it?
Mhm.
So it automatically, yeah, it's like a select all thing. That's it. There is nothing else. But real accesses are basically here. So whatever you are seeing in this list, it is actually the permission that will happen. So you concentrate on this part, then that you will be clear. On that view,
Yeah.
modify all is just a select all, that is easy way of granting access. That's it. That is not a separate access. All access are here. That's it. Okay, guys. So here a owner cannot even see this object. It's gone. This table as if does not exist for them. Okay. So play around.
Animesh,
Yeah.
Hi.
Any question? Tell me.
Yeah. For some of the profiles, I cannot see the object, like case object. I cannot see the for the integrity user when I select the profile for the integrity user, and when I'm setting
Which profile you're
for,
talking about?
integrity user.
Integrity user.
It will be on the next page, I think. It will be on. Yeah.
Identity user.
Yeah. Sorry, I need to.
Identity user is a different user. This is not for you. There would be no permission on any objects apart from push topics. You see, standard object, custom object. There is no permission on any object. Identity user is a different thing. Identity user works for single sign-on, and basically when you want to use Salesforce user ID and password to log into some other system, non-Salesforce.
Okay.
Okay, then only you need this. Otherwise, it's not.
Yeah, because there are limitations on the users. Like for standard user, we can create 2 users only. And for Salesforce also, we have the limitation to 3 users only. We
Yeah,
can
this is only for this dev instance.
yeah.
So it's not that it is a limitation on Salesforce as a whole. It's just on your playground or your dev instance. You have some limitations. That's it.
And there is one more case. Like in the case when a case has been assigned to a person, he becomes the owner of the case, right? So if there is a field on a record, and I don't want that when the case will be assigned to someone, he will not be he should not be able to see that field, particular field on the record.
Yeah.
How
That's fine.
How can I do
field
that?
level security?
Field level security.
Or you can take out from page layout also. Depends on what would be the access. Is it just for visibility issues? But they should be able to see that if they want. So in that case, take it out from page layout. If they want no, this is a very secure field. They should not be able to access that field anyway. In that case, you will go with field level security.
Yeah, I want that only, because means the roles above that role, they only can see that, but the particular that role cannot see that.
No, role has nothing to do with field level security. Role is for record level security. We will discuss this in detail in next class. If you need a field level security of different people for different, then you have to give a different profile or a different permission set to these two users. Role hierarchy has nothing to do with field level security. Role hierarchy has nothing to do with profiles. Role only gives record level security. Yeah, we'll discuss this in details in next class. But if you are talking about field level security, if you are talking about object level security, only 2 things: profile and permission sets. Okay. Any other questions? Okay, so if there are no other questions, thanks for joining the call. Play around in the next session. I am keeping it slow because this security is very, very impactful and this will be deeply ingrained in your brain. So I don't want to overload. Today's thing, you mug up. If needed, you can play this recording once again so that it's crystal clear. One who does not know security of Salesforce does not know Salesforce. So it is very important. Today's class is absolutely important for you to mug up, to understand, to know it in and out. You can learn other things gradually, but security is the most basic part of Salesforce. If you do not know security, neither you can become a good developer, neither you can become a good administrator. Okay, so security topic, today's topic, and the topic for next day, that is sharing, these 2 are absolutely must learn for every Salesforce technical person. Okay, guys, thanks a lot for joining the session. Catch you in the next session.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thank you,
Animesh.
sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Animesh.